What's up, everybody? I'm Pete.
And I'm Moza.
And a friendly fire co-op back playing Divinity Original Sin. And we're going to do some combat this episode just because there's been a little bit of a lack of combat so far. So we're going to go ahead and take care of all of the graveyard business.
Skeleton!
I'm going to run over here and grab the shovel. So we're going to dig up all of the stuff and then we'll head down. So
many dead civilians.
Where's Jahan and why is he not with us?
Visit the fallen.
There we go.
What'd you do to Jahan?
Jahan was not cooperating for a moment there. I don't know what was going on there. If I would like, dude, Jahan has a habit of breaking the game. He really does. Is this the guy that is the bomb?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Alright.
Ick.
You can just move back. I'd probably blow him up. If not, Jahan can dump him. Here we go. So, I think I should just drop him right here. What do you guys think?
Okay.
I may have been hovering him directly above you, Mason.
I know.
So, I had a feeling you just knew that that's what was going on.
He dropped milk out of his... Ugh.
Dude.
He's holding that in the grave.
You know, it's good for the bones. That calcium.
Yeah, but...
Who better to drink milk than a skeleton? Really? Didn't think of it like that, did you?
Cat.
Looks like that dog is.
I feel like this. I mean, cats like milk, but it's not like they really need milk.
You don't need milk.
Do all cats drink milk, or do some of them drink water?
I know... Oh.
You know what?
Ick.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
I still would like to I like to believe that the other option, of course, would be that Jake is actually a sheep, but your characters kind of immediately eliminate that as even being an option, which is unfortunate because I feel like, you know, it could be. They don't know. Take on Dave the Skeleton now.
I don't know why I have such a high miss chance.
Dude, I'm missing like crazy too. I just think it maybe hard mode lowers your chance to hit. I don't know. There we go. I like that they at least changed the color of the fist, if nothing else. Because I think that fist used to be the same as the knockdown fist, correct?
It was.
So, that's nice. I gotta get Staff of Mag. Why is Staff of Mag just even on Medora's skill?
It gives it to everybody.
I know, but there's no way you're gonna use it with her.
Not with that attitude.
I just refuse to believe. I'm sure there's someone out there that'll prove me wrong and be like, I turned Medora into a caster. You know what? You're a big dummy. Because there's just no need for that. And you're welcome to play the game the way you like.
90% of our viewer base.
What? You think 90% of our viewer base are going to turn Medora into mages?
Yes.
Alright, well, if that ends up being the case, I'm sorry, but you guys are big dumb dummies. See if you can actually hit this time since he's stunned. It'd be pretty unlikely for you to miss. How is that not a backstab?
I don't know.
Oh, dude, did you see it in the like Divinity engine toolkit? You were going to be able to make 4-player mods.
No, I did not.
Yeah. So change it from 2 to 4. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. And I'm not gonna risk the whole like 221 thing or whatever the number used to be, because I feel like there's a decent chance they may have changed something, and also we'll be able to find the book now. So here's Nemerus. Do you mean to trounce in here, brandishing that thing for the love of the 7? Sheathe your weapon. Sorry, I'll go ahead and sheathe my weapon. I did not realize. Alright, here we go. Look here, even the sage and authors renowned his eye, flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemerus the Wise. You may go wide-eyed with amazement now. You are an author? Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises, but of course you have read and revered the philosophy of death, the diamond and the crown. That is my literary legacy. There isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound pages, percolating with perspicacity. I just butchered that word so bad. Alas, that so few show an understanding of my words, so few show the unexpected intellectual growth when I put them to the test. Can I read your philosophy of death? You can, indeed you must, but alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blueprint of genius. That is my inimitably... How'd you die?
Well, you see, I was fighting Helen.
Never fear, though, for
I
each and
got
every
frozen
library
and I died.
and Rivulet boasts a copy of the Gilded Cherry on their paper pie. Alright, so there, got a new quest from him, the philosopher. Read his book.
I fumbled on casting invisibility.
You're just the worst person. I don't even know if I can revive you without aggroing her, but I'll try. So there's a resurrection scroll right down. I can't revive you without aggroing her, so you're gonna miss out on like the tiniest bit of experience.
That was a thing.
This is your fault. I don't feel bad. You brought this upon yourself. Oops. Accidentally just skipped John's turn. That was unfortunate. Oh, I'm hungry. I feel my stomach rumbling. Alright, here we go. So we'll blast her. And the reason I'm not wasting my time moving over there is because I'm just going to have Jahan teleport her into, like, everybody. So, just end that turn. Here we go. So this is what I meant to do last time. Target is too far. You're too far. You don't even have a severance package. Forget the skeleton block what I'm trying to do there. I would have laughed really hard if that would have leveled me up. Because I'm like right on the border of it. You would have missed out. Oh, that's neat. Look at that. That was actually something we talked about that we wanted to see changed.
Thank you, base flare.
I'm pretty happy that they changed that. In case you guys are not familiar, in the beta, you used to not control where they popped up, and they would always spawn like on top of where they would die. So usually what would happen is someone would wander into an environmental hazard, like lava that doesn't go away, and then they would just revive into more lava. It was really annoying. So that is like a super awesome change, even though it may not seem like it, you know, at face value. Get that haste, Mason. I'm way too far away to charge, so we're just gonna have you step up like that, and then we'll just wait from here. Let's take one more action point worth of stepping forward in case that guy decides to not move. And we'll just take a nice little blast there. Whoop. I'm really excited that we're coming down here with rain already as an ability, because I feel like the last like 2 times we played this, we were not so fortunate as to have rain as an option, and it was just
so
the
apparently
worst thing.
being hasted makes you the Hulk now.
Being hasted makes you what? Oh yeah, you're glowy. Not quite as glowy as poison though.
No.
Just like a slight glow. Oop. Oh jeez, this camera jumping around when I'm just all zoomed out is crazy. This is by no means the way I was expecting these skeletons to move at all.
Exactly. I don't think there's literally anything I can do right now.
I mean, not with that attitude.
No.
There we go. Fortunately, she's slowed, so I can't do anything else there, but, can I select this guy? Okay, out of sight. Oops. Oops. That was... Alright, well... Dude, look how wiggly wobbly that move is now. You see that?
The wiggly worm ability?
Yeah. And, I'll just go ahead and follow suit here. Just hit them both again. Probably worth it. And I can get a for sure auto attack. Can't miss that one. I really need some more equipment before we start fighting harder stuff, but this very beginning shouldn't be too difficult to deal with anyway, so I think we'll be alright. They are just really, like tickling people with the training sword or whatever it's called now, though. Mason, you're the worst. There goes all that haste. It's nice you're actually getting backstab now, though.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get a double swang going. There we go. Medora still hits like a truck. I'm hitting for like 15 in auto attack, and she just whirlwinds for 52 damage because she's redonkulously OP. All right, Mason, let's have a chat. Everything. It's easy enough to gain new strength when one's carrying an entire team on your shoulders. The team hardly enjoys being confused with your massive wobbling head. And let's talk to Jahan real quick. Just spectacularly and alright, Mason's just gonna do that, I guess. We'll just say I want power to serve the greater good. There we have it, the bickering, the wavering of resolve, the weak-mindedness that, like a cancer, eats away at the foundation of strength and dominion, that devours and grows until it undoes the drive for power. Know ye then, weak-minded ones, that only if you cast aside all desire and instead focus on the utter mental and physical mastery of supremacy over all, the means as we all, as the ends, so words. Just go ahead, Mason. You guys don't need to know how Jahan feels about power. Let's level up real quick. Talents. Let's start with abilities. Good on weapons. Defense, bodybuilding, or willpower would be nice. I'd love to go into charisma, but or lore master, really. We're gonna need a lore master. We might make Jahan a lore master.
I already threw one of the lore mastery things at him, and I've been throwing green items at him.
Alright, we'll give him lore master then. I'll go ahead and take bodybuilding. I'm really gonna need the bodybuilding willpower anyway in order to kind of wade into enemies, so I'm gonna go ahead and take bully now. As I mentioned in the character creation part of this playthrough, I really value the bully ability. And I wonder if this fight is still the same up ahead. Yep, there he is, Skeletal Scorcher. Oh, he's the only one here now, though. That's interesting. This guy used to have like 2 or 3 teammates, I think. I wonder why the invisible symbol is like a skull. Like you just die when you become invisible. Can I go far enough to get in range for this? Yeah, I can.
They call me Inviso Bill.
That's what you should name your character. I feel like Barkus is not even a female name. I feel like, if anything, that's like a male dog.
It's what I call my dog.
I know, but don't you only call your dog that because it annoys your dad?
Maybe just a little bit.
Alright, so let's go ahead and cast this too. Let's go ahead and chill him up a little bit, even though that really only affects movement, so it's not that valuable. And then another charge going in here too. This guy's probably just going to light them both on fire, but I think the range should cancel most of it out. Oh, so he does still have friends. He just brings them in a little bit later. Well, now I'm in a rather unfortunate position, but I think we can make it work. Mason, you're so sneaky. So let's go ahead and get a super spin going again, because Medora hits for about 1 billion damage. Had a feeling that would kill them. Was not expecting the explosion, though. Forgot about that part. So let's go ahead and heal now. There we go. Medora doesn't need to heal because she's a boss. Whomp. Ouch. Wait a second. Oh, you're actually behind on leveling up from 300. I was like, wait, how'd you level up again already? But you actually just leveled up. I was very confused. You think you would get like 1 backstab on an enemy and then they would turn around?
Yeah, that's what you think.
I guess from like a game mechanics aspect, that would be ridiculously frustrating with rogues. But like from a logicalness standpoint, it would make sense that that would be pretty much exactly what happens. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and pick up some gold. No, Jahan, not you. I always forget that after combat you always start with like the last one you ended on. I feel like if we could replace Medora with like a ranger-esque character, I feel like that would give us a pretty well-rounded out party. Alright, we'll walk up here real quick to show you guys what's up here, but not anything particularly important for us. And is this weapon better? Yeah, it is. There we go. Getting at least a slightly better weapon, do a little bit more damage. So if you go up there, you'll end up at a well just north of Cecile with some enemies around you. So we're not going to go up there yet. We don't want to fight them. We're still pretty weak, and it's just not worth it right now. You can get to them fairly easily another way. So we'll head back over yonder real quick and take care of business here. Mason being extremely helpful, just standing still.
I'm leveling up.
Sure you are. That's what they all say. And I'm going to stand way back and blow this up. There's a trap up there, by the way, if you guys are not aware. That's why I decided to just blow them up. And we'll rain. And then we'll go ahead and heal Medora. Oh, you're healing Medora? Alright, I'll heal me then. And I don't think... Is there more combat up here or no? I can't remember.
No.
No. Alright, there's loot up here, so we're going to go up here for the loot. We got to get the loot. And there should be one more mine here, so instead of even getting here, I'm just going to do this right away. And if there's not a mine, then I'm playing it extra safe, I guess. So we'll do that one more time. And Jahan will make it rain once more. Oh, I guess I could have just walked around. I didn't even realize that. And get one more heal gun on Medora. Actually, one second.
Oh, great. There was a bush in that chest.
We're going to lower the sound effects a little bit. That's pretty loud. There was a bush in the chest.
That was an ingredient, but it wasn't actually fun.
P.S. Let me know about audio levels. If I just fixed them a little bit because I felt that they were a little loud.
And we'll get back to you in like 6 episodes.
You know what? This is 3, and this is episode 4, not 3. But yeah. Let us know about audio levels, and eventually we'll fix them if you have a problem with them. I think that might be good. The sound effects were a little bit loud, and I kind of corrected that as soon as I realized it. And I think the voices might be a little bit loud. The voices is tricky to balance because I want to hear what like my character and Jahan and Medora have to say, but then like you're in town and you're surrounded by a bunch of village people, and it's like rabble, 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 rabble. But nonetheless, let up here into a trap house. So let's no, that's not the way Jahan was supposed to go. All right, do this, and Jahan's gonna have to put the rain out for me real quick. I am gonna separate my characters just because it is about 1,000,000 times easier to pull out this maneuver without
Our
people
enemies
following
have laid
me.
a trap.
I like the voice for your character. It's nice. So we'll run up here. We'll reconnect with those guys eventually, but right now it's not a big deal. And whoomp. You have the key, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I walked straight over that. I saw you trying to go around it, and I was like, oh, I'm a big dummy. I wasn't even thinking. It just happened. And then I'll leave you to go grab the other... Are you not grabbing the other key? Oh, you are grabbing
Walking around the trap that's right to the left.
Ah, I couldn't see it.
No, you can't see it right now, but it's there.
You just have to know it's there.
Yeah.
It's like the wind and the flying spaghetti monster.
Yep.
Grab this journal real quick. I'm not going to read like every single journal we come across, but I can tell you if I open this up. I actually know what it says. It'll be about the guy. He basically set all those traps for the undead that were coming like through the tunnel, so... I think reading the dialogue's enough. Reading the other stuff would kind of be a bit of an overkill, if you will.
So, we found out the last time we were here, there's actually a way to get out of this place.
Wait, there is?
Yeah.
I forget. Oh, I remember now. Dude, how... I feel like there had to be some people... Oh, wait, I have to go back down real quick. There had to have been some people that knew that the whole time and was just like... They had to have just been like so angry at us, just raging like super hard. And if you are one of those people, I'm sorry. It's not on purpose. Why didn't you tell us? But yeah, there had to be people that saw us like attacking that door for 15 minutes and just like losing their minds.
Maybe just a little bit.
It's funny that I actually forgot about it even after we learned it. Connect. Why am I still too far away? Walk faster than me. They've really reduced the distance at which you can connect to people. But go ahead and pick up this quest from McGlander. We'll probably end the episode there. So there we go. Now we can reconnect and talk to Glander. Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth to break the monotony of an elder's day whiled away on this hardwood bench. Pray let me be forward with you, a sapling rose, a leaf of spring, for my weary mind is troubled with would highly prize thy gentle handed assistance, thy kind ministrations. About the assistance you asked of me. You will listen to my grievances, guide me toward untroubled realms. You truly are a wonder, O budding flower of the morn, yet that which I would tell you is of a rather private nature, so let us escape both the chill and the eye of public scrutiny. Hospice wine in the snuggle room awaits us on the King's Crab first floor. Let us go there so that we can warm our bones, yet make shiver our hearts with a tale of loss and sorrow. Alright, so we'll go ahead and catch up with him on the next episode. Hope you guys at least enjoyed some of the combat we saw. A little bit more to do around Sicil. We are coming towards the close here, and then we can kind of venture out into the world. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Remember to subscribe if you'd like to see more daily Divinity Original Sin content as well as other things. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.